here is a great way to incorporate that superfood, the broccoli sprouts, into a really tasty pesto.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're going to start off with the broccoli sprouts, add a little bit of walnuts, some nutritional yeast for that cheesy, nutty flavor. Of course, we're going to use pine nuts because it is a pesto, and of course, we're going to use basil because it's a pesto.
Right.
We're going to add a little bit of garlic and finish it off with lemon.
All right.
Ready?
Ready.
Okay. Okay, to a food processor, we're going to rock and roll. Grab that, all that beautiful basil. And you could cut the basil a little bit with some spinach or some dark leafy greens if you choose to do that as well. Here is our sprouts, some walnuts. That's going to give a really nice texture, and it's also going to add just a little bit of fat, as will our pine nuts. Now, truth be told, I do cut the pine nuts with the walnuts because pine nuts are so expensive. So you don't have to buy a whole lot of pine nuts. There is our nutritional yeast. A little bit of garlic. This is 4 cloves. You can add as much or as little as you want. You can also do garlic powder if you choose to do that. Now we're going to give it some pulses and maybe add a little bit of water if it needs it. This looks a little dry, so I am going to drizzle in. Be very conservative when you are adding water or any kind of liquid because you can certainly always add more, but if it's too runny, it's hard to really get that texture you want. Now at this point, I'm going to add a little bit of salt. This is optional, but I do think that, at least for my palate, it's necessary, but just a teeny tiny little bit. You don't need a whole lot. You have control over that. I'm going to add it's just a little bit too dry. Give it another good pulse, and with every food processor, you always need to scrape down those sides. Now, we're going to add our lemon. This is really going to brighten it up, that citrus in there. Now I'm just going to use the juice of 1/2 lemon in there. I don't think it needs a full one today. Give it another good run.
Wow, that looks amazing.
Doesn't it look great? You smell that basil in there, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so now at this point we have our broccoli sprouts in here, and the next part of this is we're going to make a tartine, which is just kind of a fancy word for toast or open face, and we're going to top it with another breast cancer fighter, mushrooms.
Mushrooms, got it.
We'll be right back. Smell that basil. Doesn't it smell so good? All right, so now we're just going to build a very simple tartine using our basil and broccoli sprout pesto.
This looks amazing.
Yeah. I love tartines. They're so easy. They sound so fancy, and they're really just
bread.
Stuff on bread.
Yeah, stuff on bread. That's right. That's right.
And then to top, I've just very easily sauteed up some mushrooms with some garlic and some herbs. You can use herbs of your choice, but if you'd like to follow the recipe, we do have it below. I'm messy today.
That's all right. It's kind of like, a clean, you don't want to be too, it means you haven't done anything.
Right,
It's not a little messy.
There's nothing to clean
up. Right.
Nothing
You haven't done anything.
All right, you take a bite.
All right.
I mean, I've made this before, and I love this one. Okay, all right. I know.
Well done.
That's really, really good. All right, so if you'd like to join us in embarking on a really awesome plant-based journey, we have a great community that cares, right? Our members, I love our membership. And just for $1 a day, you can join our membership. You get all the classes, the videos, the recipes, interactive live cooking classes, monthly group calls, even some time with the doc quarterly.
Yeah.
So I got to say that nobody is alone when you're a part of this membership. We have a wonderful, wonderful group of people. So just go to thedocandchef.com, and we will see you really soon. Until then, cheers. Yum.